Rising Tides, Chapter 12, Turn the Tide. It's been a few months since your confrontation with Monte Verde. Your gaze out on the bay as your dad pulls his boat up to the docks. You greet him with a smile. How's it looking out there? I'll tell you, those aqua farms we installed are making a world of difference. The water, it might be cleaner than ever before the die-off. At the rate things are going, I think Cedarport will be able to ease back into fishing sooner than we thought. And with your initiative passed, I think we're going to be a lot more careful with how we treat the bay. Hopefully no one else will dump a bunch of chemicals into the bay this time. Somehow I don't think that will happen now that the world has seen what Thompson sisters are capable of. Well, there's always more to be done. I mean, Monte Verde isn't the only or last big company who's going to cut corners that hurt the environment. They're just the ones we caught. True, but from another angle, there's one less corporation doing harm. Take the win, kiddo. Speaking of you being a rock star, did you hear back from your about your application in the Natural Resources Defense Council? Not yet. I was going to check the mail. At this rate, I'm not sure if I'm going to hear from them. Oh, come on. They'd be nuts not to hire you, given everything you've done here in Cedarport. I hope so. I guess I'm just really nervous. I really want this gig. Oh, I want you to get it too. We'd miss you all the way in San Francisco, but it's a wonderful opportunity. It's funny, before all this, when I first got back into town, I didn't know what I wanted to do after graduating. But I feel like I found a purpose now. Activism was empowering and inspiring, and I want to keep going. And you will, one way or another. Keep your chin up. Hopefully the celebration at the town hall tonight will help remind you how much of an impact you've had here. But if worse comes to worse, you'll always have a job at the family business. Thanks, Dad. He smiles and starts tying up the boat, and you head down the docks to the mailbox. There are letters from universities all around the world addressed to Charlie. More, it's like every college in the world is trying to recruit her. You bring the letters to Charlie, who's bent over her laptop, grinning. Can you believe we're still getting all these sweet messages? Listen to these. Dear Harriet and Charlie, thank you for inspiring me to do more to help the environment. I led a beach cleanup here in Orlando. Dear Thompson sisters, hello from Sydney. I've been working in conservation for 10 years, and your efforts gave our community such a boost. Hello, Charlie and Harriet. My name is Miyako from Osaka, and I'm 12 years old. Thanks to you, I hope for the future. Oh, they're not your only fans. Here's some more colleges for your consideration. You really made a name for yourself. She takes the mail from you and sifts through the envelopes, considering each carefully. I mean, they know that you still have 2 more years of high school, right? Actually, I talked to Principal Strickler about potentially graduating early. I'm gonna take some extra classes. I might even be able to get some extra early college credits to take care of prerequisites so I can jump right into environmental studies. Wow, Charlie. Remember to slow down once in a while. I know climate change is an urgent issue, but you have to pace yourself, I know, and I will. But I know I can handle this, and I want to do it. Charlie sets the mail aside and sighs. Sometimes I can't believe everything that's happened this year, let alone imagine what the future's gonna be like. I know what you mean. Maybe right now it's better to relax a little and just be in the present. Which reminds me, we should probably get going and ready for the celebration tonight. Okay, but I might need a second opinion on what to wear. Am I hearing this right? For the first time in history, known history, Charlie Thompson, seamstress extraordinaire, doesn't know what to wear? It's just, I want to look my best for, Alicia. Charlie, do you have a crush you haven't told me about? Hey, there's been a lot going on, and I kind of blossomed over time. I guess I've been wanting to tell her, but I'm not sure what to say. This is way scarier than leading a protest. Okay, remember how you made all those clothes because you thought it would help our confidence while we were campaigning? I'm gonna pull a Uno reverse card on you and suggest the same thing. Wear something that makes you feel better. But also remember that you're an incredible young woman, and I'm sure Alicia sees that, regardless of what you've got on. Thanks, Harriet. I think I've got something in mind that I made a while ago. Tell me what you think? She rummages in her closet and changes into a glittery mesh dress. Oh, okay. She made this? Damn, girl. Alicia's gonna be proposing to you by the end of the night if you're not careful. Now, I need to find something cute to wear, if that's the fashion bar that's being set. Don't worry, dear sister. You know I've got you covered. She digs in her closet again and produces an elegant flower dress. If we're gonna save the world together, we've gotta look fashionable together, too. I made you this. Okay, she just made us this. Charlie, it's gorgeous. I feel like a movie star. You admire yourself in the mirror, Charlie leans her head on your shoulder. Does that mean you're gonna wear it? Because I don't want to wear mine if I'm gonna be the only person who dressed up. Choose this look! We're gonna be the stars of the show. As if we weren't already. True, but now we're dressed for the part. When you and your family reach Town Hall that evening, a crowd is already flocking to the steps cheering your arrival. It's the Thompson family! Oh, go Charlie and Harriet. Also, Charlie and Harriet, Mom's dad and Matt and Dad. I named my geraniums after you. Wow, this is a reception. Hi, everyone. We made it. Oh, those dresses. Charlie, did you make those? You bet I did. Thank God you're not planning to go into fashion design. You'd put me out of business. In all seriousness, though, you two look simply lovely. Thanks so much, Stan. And don't worry, we'll always support your business. Charlie cranes her neck, scanning the crowd. Hey, I'm gonna check out the snack table. I'll catch up with you guys later. Sure thing, go get yourself a snack, kiddo. Wink. She shoots you a sideways glance and disappears through the doors. As you make your way through the crowd of well-wishers, you spot Eddie chatting with Mayor Lau at the top of the steps. As soon as he catches your eye, he excuses himself to greet you with a big hug. Hey, it's everyone's favorite revolutionary. I don't know. With all the work you've been doing on reforming Monte Verde, you might be catching up to me. How's that going? Faster than I would have thought. It's amazing how quickly a company can change when there's public pressure. And I mean the fact that your initiative has set a legal regulation doesn't hurt either. Give yourself some credit too, though. Did I hear that you're leading their newly formed environmental department? Ah, the secret is out. We're officially announcing it next month, but work's been underway already. We're researching some more sustainable ways of farming and trying to revamp Monteverde's practices to reflect that. Eddie, that's fantastic. You're saving the world and moving up in it. Hey, I never would have gotten here without you. You showed me that I don't have to settle for things the way they are. I'm glad to hear it. And now that Warner's gone, it sounds like Monteverde is on the track to be part of the solution. At least he was true to his word and got the ball rolling on a lot of those changes before stepping down. I'll give him that. Maybe he'll reflect on what he's done and change for the better. Don't count on him. Honestly, he could learn from this and grow. As much as I dislike him, I would rather see him change and put his energy towards doing good than anything else. He's done terrible things, but he's a person living on the planet like the rest of us. We're all in this together. I agree. I don't think I'll ever forgive him, but at least he could do is try to make amends anyway. Anyway, there's still a lot to be done. Warner may have been the face of Monteverde, but he wasn't the source of all of its problems. There are plenty of people who supported his ideas. When a plant starts rotting, sometimes you have to dig up the roots, you know? I hear ya, but I have faith in your ability to change things, even if it's just one person at a time. I'm gonna do my best. Thanks, Harriet. Suddenly, the flash of a camera goes off. You turn to see Robin. Hey, Mr. Hawaii shirt, what's up? Looks like he came out of the 80s, fresh and pressed. Sorry, I'm not making a career pivot into paparazzi dom. I just had to capture the moment. Especially since you're out here looking like a literal queen in that dress. Are you trying to take my breath away? That wasn't my intent, but I'm glad it worked. I'd say you're making us all look underdressed, but I should have known you'd steal the spotlight. No one compares to you. Eddie gives you a knowing smile and slinks away, leaving you alone with Robin. You sure clean up nice. Hey, I wanted to look my best for your big day. It's good to be back in Cedarport, but under happier circumstances this time. I'm glad you're back too, but it sounds like you've been keeping busy with all the journalism accolades. That must feel good. It's wild. I didn't come to Cedarport aiming to get a Pulitzer nomination, but hey, I'm not turning it down. Your article about Cedarport was fantastic. I'm not surprised at all, so what comes next for you? This kind of recognition will open a lot of doors for me, and now I have a lot more resources to keep doing what I really want. Traveling the world, covering stories on the environmental front, doing my best to bring truth to the public. Sounds like Cedarport is just the first of many places you'll be taking under your journalistic wing. Robin, I promise you'll come back to visit. Trust me, I'm gonna have to have a hard time staying away as long as you're here. But what if you meet some other smart, beautiful girl in another town you visit? Not gonna happen. No one even comes close to you, Harriet. He leans in closer, casually resting a hand on your hip. I'll make you a deal. I'll come back to visit if you join me on some of my adventures. A Lois and Clark style. I think I can accept those terms. He winks and plants a quick kiss on your lips, and then pulls away with a smile. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of each other in the future, Harriet Thompson. I can't wait. Anyway, I don't want to hog you up too much, so I'll let you get back to making the rounds. But expect to see my camera flash a few more times. It wouldn't be an official event without you snapping photos. I'll see you later. He saunters off and you head inside, smiling and greeting the other Cedarport residents as you go. Inside, the mood is festive and bright. You can hardly believe this is the same town hall where months ago you all gathered to discuss the fish die-off. As you scan the crowd, you notice a figure standing cautiously off to the side. You approach with a smile. Ah, now you actually do clean up nice. Hey, stranger, look at you, all sharp in your lawyer clothes. Given that I'm an ex-lawyer these days, I had to find a different opportunity to wear them. You know, upcycling. And I feel like I'm wearing rags next to you. That dress is exquisite. Not unlike its wearer, in fact. I see that stepping down as a lawyer hasn't affected your ability to put the silver tongue to use. I can find other uses for it, but I'll tell you later. We're in public. Ah. So, how's the ex-lawyer life going? It couldn't be better. I'm finally making good on my dream to start a conservation non-profit focused on marine health. There's still a lot that needs to be done, securing partners, funding, and all that, but the ball is rolling, and we're planning to launch next year. You are? Cassidy, that's wonderful news. You must be so excited. Well, it's definitely scary to pivot the whole direction of my life and start fresh, but at the same time, I feel more energized and hopeful than I have in years. I didn't realize how much Monteverdi was grinding me down until I left. Yeah, I imagine that it's overwhelming to make such a big change, but it sounds to me like you made the right choice. And I have you to thank for that. I'm finally pursuing the dream I always wanted. You just needed a push in the right direction. Yeah, and you pushed me when no one else could, not even myself. If there's one thing I can thank Monteverdi for, it's that it brought me to Cedarport, and you. Does that mean you'll be sticking around? Very possibly. I think an excellent first project for my NPO would be helping the efforts to restore and monitor Cedarport Bay. But if we both find ourselves pursuing the conservation, I imagine we'll cross paths, wherever we end up. Cassidy, I'm glad I get to see you more. To be honest, once you quit Monteverdi, I was kind of worried that you'd have no reason to stay, and I'd never see you again. You can't be serious. First of all, even if I left, I would never just ghost you with no further word. And second, you're a fairly big part of my decision to stay. If I'm being honest, I would have found an excuse. He cups your chin in his hand and kisses you, long and slow, pulling away with a smile. See, how could I leave that behind? I'd have to be a fool. Seems like a compelling case for staying, I'll admit, but I think we might need to test it some more. We just might. I think life is going to be very interesting from here on out. Just then, Mayor Lau steps up onto the podium and taps the mic. If everyone could take their seats, we're about to start. Charlotte, Charlie, Harriet, would you join me on stage? Listen, it's canon, okay? It's Charlotte now. People sit down as you and Charlie take the stage, and exciting chatter in the audience slowly dies down. Cedarport has seen some huge changes this year. Some bad, some good. But we've come out of it as a stronger community. And it's in no small part due to Harriet and Charlie Thompson's tireless work to protect this town and make it cleaner and healthier. Now that their initiative has been passed and we've begun to implement their proposals, we're already seeing wonderful progress. New infrastructure has created more jobs. Our energy usage is on the decline and the wildlife is bouncing back faster than anticipated. We're here to celebrate the Thompson sisters' efforts and thank them for everything that they've done to get us here. Ladies, would you like to say anything? I want to celebrate what we've done, but also to remind everyone that the fight for the environment is far from over. We've accomplished a lot, but this is only the beginning. Helping the planet is a habit, not a one-time thing. But that being said, I know we've got it in us. We did it once, and we can do it again. The crowd applauds, and Charlie beams over at you. You step up to the mic with a smile. Cedarport, we're setting an example for the rest of the world. This just goes to show that if a small working-class town like Cedarport can benefit from going green, other places might too. Things have been improving here already, like Mayor Lau said, both for us and the environment. I'm hopeful that we'll be the first of many towns and cities who find more sustainable ways to operate. Well said. Thank you, both of you. In light of all the changes Cedarport has been through, as of late, the City Council and I have decided that we could use a new town motto to reflect this, and we can't think of anyone better to do the honors. You want us to come up with a motto right here on the spot? As in the motto that goes on all the town's official documents? We'd better make it good then. How about a bright future? I'll go with the default. Cedarport, what do you think? The audience breaks out and whoops and hollers. You feel your heart swell up with pride as you look out on the faces of all the people who have supported you. A bright future. A bright future. A bright future. A bright future. Oh, okay, a bright future. A bright future. A bright future. A bright future. Oh, for the love of Christ, a bright future. Greeting, the mayor quiets down the crowd again. Hey, no, hold on, we've got about 12 more people to go. A bright future. There's one more thing about the city council discussed. In fact, many people here today were involved in this surprise for the Thompson family. A surprise. Now you have my attention. If everyone would follow me, we're making a quick detour. Let me guess it's a statue. Congratulations. You cleaned up the whole town and unlocked a bonus scene. Yay. Oh, okay, this is pretty. You join the crowd as it moves to a wooded area on the edge of town, not far from the town hall. Okay, I love the surprise as much as anyone, but what are we doing all the way out here? Harriet, you're looking at the Thompson National Park. Wait, you didn't? Oh my god. We applied to make this a protected habitat, and just got the approval this week. It's official. You named it after us. That's... wow. I don't know what to say. This is actually way better than a statue. I do. Thank you. This is the sweetest gesture I can think of. I feel incredibly honored. I'm glad. But we're the ones who should be thanking you. Even before your initiative was in progress, you two went above and beyond to make our town a better place. From helping local businesses, restoring beauty to the town, and even cutting traffic down. You've shown so much care for Cedarport. This is our way of showing you that we care right back. This was a choice made by the whole town. Parks and Rec will be helping to manage the area. We want to make sure it stays pristine in your honor. Our school district is planning to organize field trips here to teach students about ecology. I've already got a long list of volunteers who are excited to help out in the wildlife projects in this area. Mel and I are giving vouchers out at shops to anyone affiliated with the park services, right, baby? It was Harvey's idea, but I suggested free tomatoes as well. I'm also volunteering my botanical services, of course. Well, I'll be damned. This is the most thoughtful thing I've ever seen. I'm so happy that you all's taken sustainability to heart. You really listen to us. You taught us so much, and it all contributes towards making this town healthier, happier, and more beautiful. You gaze at the beautiful, moon-drenched wilderness around you that we don't really get to enjoy because people keep popping up. Thompson National Park, huh? I hope it reminds people what we're fighting for. Seeing nature in all its beauty, a moving experience, and none of us want to lose that. I'm glad we're trying to leave some wilderness for the future generations to enjoy. Agreed. Wow, thank you so much, everyone. There's a small commotion in the crowd as Angelica urges Diego forward. Come on, Mio. Don't be nervous, just ask them. Charlie, Harriet, can I have their autographs? Our autographs? But we're not celebrities. Well, you're me. I want to be just like you when I grow up. When you sign one of the reusable cups we're using in the cafe now, if that's okay with you. He holds out the cup and a marker, and Charlie takes them with a smile. Oh, Diego, how we turned down such a sweet request. To our favorite eco-activist in training, love, Charlie. He hands you the cup and pen, and you pause as you consider what to write. Dear Diego, you inspire me. Diego beams as you hand him the cup. You inspire me. Thank you so much. I'm going to put this on my shark shelf. As the crowd makes its way back to Town Hall, you reflect on all the hard work you've done, and how beautiful Cedarport looks now. No, we don't get to enjoy the nature that we've earned. You know, we didn't really get to enjoy it. Anyway, once the celebration begins wrapping up, you and Charlie start making your way home, your parents ambling along a short way ahead. Suddenly, Alicia approaches the two of you, giving Charlie a shy smile. Hey, Charlie, congrats on, all of this. Hey, Alicia, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming today. I mean, it is a celebration for the whole town. Your dress is really cute, by the way. I should have worn something nicer. But you always look nice. Really? You think so? That's so sweet. Hey, I just want to say, everything you've done is amazing. From organizing the school walkout and the initiative to fighting Warner. I think you're really cool. I think you're really cool too. Oh, this is how we're doing this. Okay, we need to nudge her in the right direction, I'm assuming. Charlie stands frozen in place. From behind Alicia, you give her an encouraging look. Charlie gulps and takes a deep breath. Do you wanna, see a movie together sometime? Or, I don't know, go for a hike or something? Or pick up beach trash? Or are you asking me out on a date? I don't know. Maybe, yes. I just really like you, okay? Well, I really like you too, and I'd love to go on a date with you. Really? Okay, cool. Let's definitely, 100% do that then. Charlie turns to you, her face practically glowing. Hey, if you don't mind... Fine. I'll leave you two alone. Congrats, you two little lovebirds. I swear I'm not trying to ditch you, but it looks like there might be other people who want to spend some time with you anyway. She nods towards the dispersing crowd of attendees, and as you glance around you, you spot two people who can't take their eyes off of you. Go ahead, Tiger. This is your last opportunity to have an intimate night with Robin or Cassidy. Ah, crap, I have to choose. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. When you meet Robin's eyes and start to walk his way, he meets you halfway and holds out an arm to you. Hey, pretty lady, wanna get out of here? You read my mind. You loop your arm with Robin's and it kisses the side of your temple. How much time you got? I was thinking all night, maybe a little bit of tomorrow's morning as well. Robin raises an eyebrow as a smile spreads across his face. In that case, do you want to come to my apartment in Northbridge? I want you to see more of my life. I'd like that. Arm in arm, you and Robin go to his car and spend the 45-minute drive laughing and talking about nothing in particular. As often as he safely can, Robin lays a hand on your thigh as he drives. You know, I like how they just had to state, as safely as he can. Pixelberry! You arrive at Robin's apartment and he swings open his door and ushers you in. After you. Oh, this is cute. kitschier than I would have expected. My dirty little secret. I have sunflowers and goofy novelty towels. You laugh as you peruse the photos painted on the wall. Is this your family? Yep. I like to keep pictures around since we don't always see each other as much. Lots of happy memories. Although I bet Julian would kill me if he knew I showed some people the picture of him getting pied in the face at his 12th birthday party. He smiles as you walk through the snapshots of Robin's history. Robin looks shocked and alarmed as presumably his 4th brothers lift him up on their shoulders, cooking with his mom, riding a bike with no hands. I love that you're so close to them. I hope you still feel that way when you meet my mom and she wants to know every single detail about you to make sure you're right for her baby. Already thinking about meeting your mom, huh? Yeah. I trust my instincts, and they're telling me we could be good for each other. I want to see where it goes. Robin, just kiss me already. I get it. I'm not trying to get too deep into commitment talk, so don't worry. He scoops you into his arms and kisses you, taking the words away with a feel of his lips and his tongue. His eyes flash with both desire and tenderness as he reaches up to caress your cheek. Do you want me to continue the tour of the bedroom right now, or you want a bit calmer night? You know what? I'm doing this for me from now on. I want to relax with you. I think I know just how to celebrate your various and sundry victories. He goes to a record player in the corner and puts a record on. I hope you like Nina Simone. I love her. I knew you had good taste. After all, you like me. Somebody's competent. He reaches out a hand and pulls you into a gently swaying dance. It may be my go-to, but it never gets old. You press against Robin's body, putting your arms around his neck and reveling in the warmth of his hands on your waist. You just want any excuse to get me close. Do I need an excuse? Not really. You meet his gaze and see the tenderness of his expression, an adorning smile causing the smallest crinkles around his eyes. You, Harriet Thompson, are the best story I've encountered in a long time. The story, Are you investigating me? Looking for the right byline? Like most of the best stories, I get to live this one instead of recording it. But I could think of a few bylines. Incredibly lucky journalist gets swept away by super hot activist. More like super hot rebel journalist dances his way into small-town eco-warrior's heart. Okay, both of those are probably a bit too wordy for print, but luckily the story's just for us. He leans in to kiss you, the music in the background underscoring the way his lips move with yours and the way your body presses tightly to his. You dance and chat late into the night, your conversation effortless and meandering, until eventually you go back to Robin's room to curl up to sleep. The next morning you wake to an empty bed, the distant sound of a record playing, and the smells of coffee and eggs from the next room. Yes! Make them scrambled! You get dressed and pad out into the kitchen, where you see Robin at the stove, cooking omelets. Damn, you caught me. I was gonna bring you breakfast in bed. I can go back and pretend to be asleep if it'll save your plans. He chuckles and sweeps over to you, kissing your cheek. Nah, I can serve you breakfast anywhere, and it's just about done. Sit down, get some coffee. Before you know it, Robin's presented you with a fresh veggie omelet and orange juice, and a morning of home-cooked food and laughing conversation stretches out before you. Hope this is the first time of many I can cook you breakfast and see you walk out of my bedroom with sleep still in your eyes. Reach a hand up to cup his cheek, giving him a sweet kiss. This is just the beginning, Robin Tora. I actually like this book. A few days later, your family is sitting around the breakfast table eating cheerfully. Suddenly, your phone rings. Hey, no phones at the table. Unknown caller. It's from San Francisco. Wait, do you think... Put it on speaker. You quickly answer the phone and put it on the speaker. Harry Thompson speaking. Hi, Harriet. I'm calling on behalf of the Natural Resources Defense Council about your recent application. We'd like to offer you the job. Given your work in Cedarport, we'd be thrilled to have you on our team. Clasp a hand over your mouth as your family silently pump their fists in the air. Oh wow, I'd be thrilled to work with you. I accept the offer. Fantastic! We'll be in touch with you via email later in the week. For now, welcome aboard. You conclude the phone call and Charlie and your parents immediately wrap you in a group hug. You got the job! I told you you'd get it. My sister's gonna save the world. How do you feel? Glance out the window at the pristine water of the bay. For just a second, the events of the last few months flash through your head. You hug Charlie a little tighter. I feel ready. Thank you for playing Rising Tides. We hope you enjoyed the book. Climate change is a daunting threat we are all facing today. At times, it seems completely overwhelming, but we believe everyone has the power to make a change and a difference in this world, whether it's big or small. Who knows, maybe you could be the next Harriet or Charlie. It's too bad that ended on a chapter 12. That was actually a really good book in my personal opinion. It wasn't like top notch, but it was good. And I feel like there's a lot more potential there that, unfortunately, they didn't tap into. Without further ado, before I get to a small little tangent to what I have to say, please remember to like and share the video. Make sure to subscribe, so that way you can keep being notified of more content that gets uploaded, and also become a member of this community. This is a community that, basically, just because my name is on it, it's all of us that are part of this community. So consider becoming a part of that. And speaking of community, consider joining our Discord, where you can chat, share things that you really like, see things that you might even find out that you like, as well as we have movie and TV streamings in our Discord, and it's also a great way to just bond with fellow members. Now on to my small little thing. Thank God, 2021 has started. We're 1 week in, officially today, 1/7/2021. After yesterday. Oh boy, 2021 was starting to look bad, wasn't it? Woof. But there's at least a positive note that came out of yesterday, which is congratulations on our new president. Yay. Which is fantastic to hear. However, I want to start covering some things on this channel, and hopefully you guys will be just as equally interested in my thoughts and opinions of things. And hopefully you guys will check those out besides the gameplay, which, speaking of which, hopefully you guys will consider looking at my other games besides choices. I put a lot of effort in, and you get to see yours truly if you want, or even if you don't. I cover a lot of really, good games, in my personal opinion. I rarely cover a bad game. There is a couple there, though, that are questionable, but hopefully you guys check those out. Without further ado, thank you all once again for hopefully hitting that subscribe button and wanting to become a part of this community. It's great to have you aboard, and for those of you who are already a part of this community, thank you once again for being here. Catch you later. Peace.